Le peuple est fâché. Le peuple est fâché. Le peuple fait tomber le dictateur. Personne n'aime celui-ci. Paul Biya, quand tu vois ça, est-ce que tu es content? Quand tu vois ça, Paul Biya, est-ce que tu es content? Tu veux diriger les gens qui ne t'aiment pas, pourquoi? Hein? Tu veux diriger les gens qui ne t'aiment pas, pourquoi? Pourquoi tu insistes? Pourquoi? Pourquoi tu insistes? 43 ans, ça ne suffit pas. 43 ans, ça ne suffit pas. Pourquoi pousser à 50 ans? Pourquoi? On a mal. On fait ça pas parce qu'on veut. Nous, on t'a aimé par le passé. Parce qu'on avait cru en toi, Paul Biya. On n'aime pas ce qu'on fait là. Mais là, c'est trop triste. Le peuple est révolté. Le peuple est révolté. Le peuple est révolté. Le peuple est révolté. Le peuple est révolté du côté de Missoké. Ah ça. Le peuple est révolté. Après ces élections, après la promo... Regardez, c'est le jet de pierre de pastèque. C'est le pastèque. On lance le pastèque. Ce pauvre commerçant qui a subi tout ça à cause de qui? À cause de lui. À cause de lui. Faute de cailloux, ils ont versé tous les pastèques. Vous voyez? Vous voyez? Ils déchirent la photo du dictateur. Il déchire la photo du dictateur. Paul Biya, est-ce que tu es fier de ça? C'est quoi ça? C'est quoi ça? C'est quoi ça? C'est tombé! C'est tombé! C'est tombé! C'est tombé! C'est tombé! On n'aime pas le voir! Sa photo donne le mal des yeux! On n'aime pas le voir! On n'aime pas le voir! On n'aime pas voir cet homme! On n'aime pas voir cet homme! On n'aime pas voir ça! On n'aime pas voir ce monsieur! Ouais! Le peuple est révolté! Le peuple est révolté! Le peuple est révolté! Le peuple est révolté! Le peuple est révolté!
Ici au stade de Japoma, tout puis on fait fort ici hier. Ils ont tout brûlé, brûlé les engins, brûlé les camions, brûlé les véhicules. On les arrête. Je ne peux pas entrer dans le site filmé.
Le peuple est fâché. Le peuple est fâché. Le peuple fait tomber le dictateur. Personne n'aime celui-ci. Paul Biya, quand tu vois ça, est-ce que tu es content? Quand tu vois ça, Paul Biya, est-ce que tu es content? Tu veux diriger les gens qui ne t'aiment pas, pourquoi? Hein? Tu veux diriger les gens qui ne t'aiment pas, pourquoi? Pourquoi tu insistes?
Happy end of the month for everybody. Today we don't come for the end of October for 2025. And as from tomorrow, we'll move for a fresh new month for a fresh new time. Make we just take the opportunity right now for wish everybody happy new month. We hope so the new month we don't start. Good things will happen for your life. And we understand. Say at this moment, Cameroon, they go through their own phase of what to already tell them, say, good, come for them. As people, they need to learn, and as some people, they need to take them a very long time for learn. The Camerounese people, they woke up for learn how to deal with a dictatorship, for learn how to bring down a dictator, for learn how to deal with a set of corrupt cartels where they don't take their country hostage, and for keep everybody poor. So the Camerounese people then, something that happened for inside Cameroon. For the first time, for this new generation, what they call them, say Gen Z. They woke up one day, they come up, make we go vote. If we vote, we go get change. And then wham! Oh, what happened with vote? Sorry, we no vote. What happened with vote? Who's our vote day? What happened with vote? We vote, we vote. Who's the vote today? For year vote not count. Vote not count. No be near vote they create power. Power they be created by power. I think say when I tell we say democracy day. What happen with democracy? What happen? When I tell we say not be when I tell we so be a democratic country. So what happen with democracy? No, for your democracy not really there. The only thing we it there na power. So democracy not get power. So you mean for tell me say all my life what you learn I'm not lie? No, not be say what you learn I'm not lie. You learn something we need to apply for here. So what did you apply for here? But una call for election now. Yes, we not call for election. We call for election for you for go vote. But we not call for election for give you power. So what will be the meaning of the election? The meaning of the election now for use you and for use everybody else for dictate what we want them. So my vote no matter. Your vote matter because we dictate what we want. So what you want them? Now for we for men for power now. So now the places where Cameroon they Cameroonians they don't wake up, they don't realize the education we don't tell them for all this while. It finally the beauty that they see them for their eye. They see them for their kuru eye. So Paul Biya don't thief the vote. Atanganji help for set up the whole thing. They don't plunge La Republique to a civil war, to ethnic conflict, to riots, and to violence. These things, where did it happen for La Republique? Not been an accident, nothing away Paul Biya want them. Nothing away Atanganji want them. All right. Now all these things don't happen. Now what go happen next? Biya don't thief the election. They don't declare themselves for whole power. What go happen next? Now the story that we want to talk today. We want take una show una wetin go happen next, wetin go become of Cameroon if it go exist. Paul Biya, Yana Tanganji, Ngongo, Diongute, and the CPDM party, they don't take Cameroon, they put them for a direction where Cameroon as a country may not exist again. Before we get there, leader of Ambazonian liberation struggle, Dr. Choluka Sayaba, where because of this same kind of politics, the politics of power, it don't spend 1 year and 1 month for Oslo prison for Norway, not because of a crime, not because of politics of power, for make sure say Ambazonia, it not get a leader where the people they will follow him. And it will lead to Ambazonia independence. They call them politics of power. Okay? While for this 1 year and 1 month, we they don't lock you up, La République, a game don't fail for Ambazonia. Because the thing say, as they take Dr. Cho, full Norway pick it up, they keep it for day, La République will get a very good election. And Paul Biya will come back for power, there will be no resistance. They not be expect Issa Chiroma will create resistance inside La République. Now we're there for place where they. Dr. Choluka Sayaba, prison need to stop you from leading. Prison need to stop you from speaking. Prison need to stop you from giving the fire of liberation. All the other Ambazonian leaders, they get Twitter, they use them. They did for WhatsApp. They did for place where they fit talk or video. They fit talk. They need talk. They need to talk with the Ambazonian people then. But they did day for day. They did call people from outside every day for send the money. They did raise a lot of money even while they did for prison. And they did run a lot of networks for fundraiser even while they did for prison. But when it comes to Ambazonia issues, they need to talk. They go make una know say they did for they be prisoners. But when it comes for money issues, they create a lot of network for the mobilize them money. Every day they did for WhatsApp. They call this group, call that group, call that group. I'm not talking about, raise your money, but also speak up for Ambazonia. I'll go get for that subject next time. So Dr. Choluka Sayaba, since they pick you up for September 24th for 2024, right up until today, he makes sure say every single opportunity we get on for get a message out. He go get a message out to the international community, to Cameroon, to the Ambazonian people. Yesterday, he don't put out a message to the Ambazonian people. But that message, it also be very important for the resistance we don't start for Cameroon. Make we hear the Lion Man, the commander-in-chief of Ambazonia, the man where even for a grave, should in case something happen for him, his spirit will speak. Make we hear from the man himself, Dr. Choluka Sayaba, Ambazonia commander-in-chief.
Cameroonians, my fellow countrymen and women. Albert Einstein once said, insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. I weep for the Cameroonian people. I weep for our continent. I weep for our race, and I weep for generations after generations whose hopes for a pluralistic society anchored in freedom, opportunities, and dignity has been repeatedly dashed. I weep for the investments in blood and treasure, the pain, the cost, and the sacrifices millions have made just to realize time and again that they were actually moving backward. From the tip of Cape Town, where blacks still grapple with the consequences of dispossession, to the abyss of the Mediterranean that has become an unmarked grave for thousands of Africans, escaping the brutality of tyranny, greed of multinational corporations, and an international economic model tailored to enslave, dispossess, abuse, and fund the corrupt, unelected stooges who have for over 50 years reigned terror on a defenseless, battered populace. God surely bless the Magna Carta. God bless the Declaration of the Right of Man. And God bless we the people. We are faced with a regime that has, for the past 65 years, sought to upload in our minds a way of thinking as a defining marker of what it means to be truly free. We are confronted with a militant tyranny which for the past 35 years has renewed its rule through a combination of terror, assassinations, outright public electoral banditry. We are faced with a regime that has realized that widespread impunity, including massacres and genocide, have no consequences. We are facing an individual who is 93 years old, was part of a regime of genocide against the Bamilikes, and is currently presiding over another genocide in Ambazonia. We are suddenly confronted by the reality that the progress of the world must be the result of annexation, domination, and electoral fraud. Under these circumstances, it may be difficult to believe in Nkrumah when he said, "The budding future is always stronger than the withering past," a statement of unshakable belief and confidence in the strength of a people, becoming their own future, even in the face of seemingly insurmountable adversities. On Monday, Yaoundé reminded Boya why Ndele was right. Yaoundé reminded Boya why the men and women across Ambazonia, wielding rifles in defense of our country, are not insane. Yesterday, Yaoundé reminded Boya why going to Dadi was the best decision we ever made since 1953. On Monday, Yaoundé notified Boya why we must buckle up, beat the road, because the road ahead will be dark and bumpy. Yet, it seems to be the only road we must take if we must be free. I know you all are wondering, where is the international community? Where are the custodians of the plural democratic order? They are surely seized, concerned, troubled, monitoring the developing situation, urging restraint, calling on Hitler and his victims to avoid violence. Let them speak with candor and conviction and have their fingerprints on the mother weapon. Our future is in our hands. From the streets of Tel Aviv, London, Rome, Berlin, Cape Town, Oslo, Washington, Buenos Aires, people power has altered state posture, policies and actions. When Hitler attacked in 1939, most governments collapsed, declared neutrality, sold out. It was the people who fought in tunnels across snowfields. It was the people from Warsaw to Paris that built underground resistance. These supposed custodians have shown us repeatedly that they have no backbone to defend the very values, norms, and systems they advocate in peacetime. My fellow Ambazonians, what happens in Cameroun affects Ambazonia. Who leads Cameroun can mean the difference between war or negotiation. was replaced by B.J. Habibi. Habibi publicly apologized for the military campaign against Archie and paved the way for a peaceful resolution. We have worked out within the Hague of Sea detailed consultative approaches with Cameroon academia, civil society, and political class under the leadership of myself to reshape their perception about the Ambazonian struggle. For the first time in 35 years, senior Cameroon opposition leaders did not only recognize the existence of a conflict, but they also recognize the fact that we even exist. While their cosmetic prescription of their solution is laughable, they open the smaller venue for continuous discussions. Their public statements represented a dramatic departure from the demonization, dehumanization, and criminalization approach of the last 64 years. I have asked the Vice President of the Ambazonian Governing Council and the leadership of the Ambazonian Governing Council to intensify any ongoing intra-Ambazonian dialogue and to strengthen existing contacts and discussions with Cameroonian groups, including political leaders of Ambazonian extraction, except the outlawed fascist murderer CPDM. The CPDM is banned in Ambazonia, and there should be no contact with this party. Any contact with peacemakers within the existing government of Cameroon will follow policy lines consistent with our strategy of negotiation. I call on Ambazonians not to be scared to speak to each other. The international community must not be afraid to welcome and support such consultations. They must reject any bullying and blackmail by war profiteers and wreckers of international principles. To our people, to our soldiers, prisoners, IDPs, your resilience and resistance has inspired others. We are an interesting intersection. It's complex, but we are equipped to navigate it. There can be no Ambazonia without our forces. I call on all to help arm our forces to continuously hold the line for all the fallen soldiers and civilians, for millions of our people, for the promise of true independence that offers us the opportunity to build a country worthy of its name, a country for the Ambazonian people, by the Ambazonian people, a country that is going to develop and tap into our resources, both human and natural, to ensure that every child goes to school free of charge. The woman doesn't die every minute giving birth. No old mother should be able to be abandoned at the gates of the hospital because they don't have money. To transform our cities, our infrastructure, to give the Ambazonian people a reason to call themselves Ambazonia. We will stand by true patriots of Cameroon who believe in democracy, who believe in freedom, and who believe in the right of the Ambazonian people to self-determination. God bless you all.
All right. That one are the commander-in-chief that of the Ambazonian people, of the Ambazonian forces. Now they talk so. Make I just take 1 minute for tell now where to go on. Cameroon, the biggest fear from the time when this liberation struggle start for Ambazonia for 2016. The goal of Cameroon now for make sure say the liberation struggle not get a leader where the people they go listen and they go follow you. Now the goal of the occupier that I want to take note. I want to make every Ambazonian boy, girl, man, woman be a student of these things then. Because they get direct effect for una. People need to see what did happen around them. They only react when something don't happen. But how that thing take for happen and why that thing happen, you know one study on. Politics na a very brutal game. Na a very brutal game. Politics itself na war of elimination of your opponent. So I understand say when I don't go school, when I learn some kind of things, those things they need to apply for real life politics. For any country. For real life politics. What you read them for school and what did happen for real life, you know, connect. Now you didn't have for real life. You didn't have for real life. And you must study that life. You not study them, you will be a victim of life. We make mistakes for things that this international system it be run by some international laws. Obviously, a lot of theories are there for international law. But that international law, not only for some people then, not be for all man. When I need to understand this thing, I need to blame anybody. We're not there enough for blame the world. I not see myself as a victim of any circumstance. Cameroon occupy Ambazonia, but I not see myself as a victim. You know why? Because I get choices. You get choices, we all get choices. Until we come out for see ourselves as victims of circumstances, for the last I say we'll get power. Now competing powers. They want to occupy you for dominate, control you, control your life, control your resources. You get also the same power. You, wait, listen. You get the same power for fight, dominate, take over your country, and hold those people them accountable. So until you use your own power, you don't surrender your power to the occupier. Now listen very carefully now. Until the occupied people, they use their own power for break out of the occupation, dominate the political landscape, reaccept themselves as the authority of the occupied territory, and build a better model of governance. We go create wealth, opportunity, freedoms, rights, liberties, peace and security for their people then. The occupied people don't surrender their own power to the occupier. Now politics this. Why is Sese Kwayota be the jail? Why Penn Terence the jail? Why Mancho BBC the jail? Why did they jail? Why Pan for the jail? Why Benji the jail? Welcome to life and welcome to politics. Because the occupier, no one make the Ambazonian people, they get a leadership of people, the population will follow them, and the liberation will get a sense of direction and coordination. That's why all these leaders they did jail. Because they challenge Cameroon for them to be representative, the legitimate representative of the Ambazonian people then. So we now must understand this politics. Once we understand the politics, it no matter the strategy we don't put them in place since 2016 up until now. Maybe that strategy don't be effective. But you got to review your strategy every 2 to 3 months and see if that strategy still makes sense, and for the current context and the current reality, if that strategy needs to be refined. A strategy must be updated to meet with these new circumstances. Just because you create a strategy, you don't need for continue to run a certain strategy where maybe if you re-examine that strategy, you know, say that strategy need for fix them, you need for improve them, you need for stop doing some things them, and you need for start to do new things then. And only one thing I want to recommend them for the Ambazonian people today. The people where they occupy Ambazonia, now CPDM elites, they be the occupational governance authorities, and administrators. I don't want to talk this thing since 2017, and people didn't listen, including my own organization, the AGOFC. For fight the Cameroon military, the government go to continuously recruit, train, and deploy because people they be hungry, they find money. So these young men and women for Cameroon and so for Ambazonia, they will continue to be recruited by the Cameroon government. They don't care how many you kill them. The real target for make this war make it finish quick for Ambazonia. Now the CPDM colonial elite, those are the real targets. Okay? Now the real target in that. Short and simple. Because now the people in that way, they keep the occupation running. You don't need for the blame Yaoundé. Go after the people the way that then they keep the occupation running. Once they start to feel the heat, the consequences of their action for one occupy Ambazonia, for perpetrate genocide, for perpetrate massacre. Once you take the heat to the sponsors of genocide and the occupation administrators, you change the game. I hope say common sense people they will listen, because I know say Ambazonia they like a lot of theories and a lot of logic, where most of the time it not really makes sense. So now we go for Cameroon. Who's at Cameroon there now? The country that they call on Cameroon, based on the decisions of Paul Biya, based on Atanganji decisions, for say he must prove to Paul Biya say he get power. They don't plunge Cameroon into now moving into a civil war, into chaos, into riots, into violence, into destruction. This thing, now Paul Biya a decision, now Atanganji a decision, now Clement Atangana, they cause these things. The Camerounese people, they get the right for defend their votes, for reclaim their victory. They get the right. Politics. If care not be taken, this place where they call on Cameroon, it probably not going to exist again. I just tell you now up front. Because I know say a lot of people they think say oh, if the Cameroonian people them, the Cameroon youth them, they just hook up the pig gun here. We now relax. We understand the desperation. If they just pick gun, everything for life, it get a natural flow. Based on how the Cameroon government, we don't see the election, how they respond, how they react, go determine place where things go from here. The population, they monitor the reaction. They go monitor whether these people, they go want leave or they go want dig in. It go reach for ta-ta-ta-ta. But there is a process for things to reach for ta-ta-ta-ta. Now, may I talk one thing? Ta-ta-ta-ta fi start. I know say when they love me. Wait till be ta-ta-ta. Ta-ta-ta fi start by one human being. One frustrated Camerounese. If it change the whole country. One Camerounese where he don't vex. If it change the entire, if it change the future, the direction, and how things will go for Cameroon. One person. Camerooners, they inside Douala. All this one, where they do aggressé. Where they do drag. They day inside Douala. They day inside Yaoundé. They day for Bafoussam. They day for all the big towns and cities for Cameroon. They get gone. Some man on it for go get them gone. They already get gone. Now they use and they do drag now. They get gone. No man on it for go give some person gun. The time go reach where when I go see those guns, they go enter street. That time it come. Everything it follow a natural line. It come. People them, that boy them, for wrong point. The one for Bonaberry. The one for Dido. Even the one where they do drag for Aqua. For Marché Central. For Nkululu. For New Bell. Una know what I talk. All una get gone. All una get gun them. Una get una tin them. Una get them. Una police they know say una get them. Una gendarme they know say una get them. Those things they go come into manifestation in the streets of Cameroun. Make a prophecy. Since I be political, prophetic Ngambe man. Gendarmes, they go be killed in the streets of Cameroun. Police, they go be killed in the streets of Cameroun. Be them. They go be ta in the streets of Cameroun by the young men and women of Cameroun where they already get their gun them since the last 10 years. Now they use them for thief. Those things they go put them into use. Una hear what I tell una. As long as Mr. Biya insist for hold on to power, the streets of Douala, they will become like Baghdad. As long as Mr. Biya insists for power, the streets of Yaoundé, they will become like Kandahar. As long as Mr. Biya insists for power, the streets of Bafoussam, they will become the centers of tata. It go worse for Douala past all places for Cameroon. It come. So any person who never prepare, start for prepare yourself. Because at the next phase of the resistance this. Why did tell me all these things? When Ambazonia start for 2016, the Cameroon government take a like play, right? We don't want to talk. They reject the leaders them. They discard the leaders them. They take a few leaders and put them for jail. Threaten the other one them, scatter everybody. The other one they run, go for Nigeria, right? They reject them. They reject dialogue. They reject talks. They reject any form of trade union negotiations. They reject any form of adjustment for accommodate the needs and aspirations of the people, right? Now dictator, now tyrant, they must only do now what they talk say they want to do, right? They reject them. What you follow next? From 2016 to the early 2017 to the mid 2017, before it reached September 2017 and October 2017, what happened for Ambazonia? As long as Mr. Biya insists, after 7 years of being a Prime Minister of Cameroon, from 1975 to 1982, and after 43 years, from 1982 to 2025, you get 7 years plus 43. That's 50 years in power. And all this one, you know, one step down. The regime no one step down. You get chronic corruption. You get high rate of unemployment. You get extreme underdevelopment. You get extreme poverty. You get chaos, dark forces, right? Instability, insecurity, and high level of hopelessness. What do you think will become of a country? What do you think will be the next step of a country? The next step of a country and for push that country into a cliff. A full-scale revolution. And that revolution, it don't start. The tipping point of Cameroon revolution, where the world don't wake up, now this election with the Tifa. The election with Pobia Tifa, it don't set Cameroon into a course of a revolution. And it move now into a phase of a liberation to overthrow the Bias government. It will happen. They don't like peacefulness. It will happen very violently. The people, they don't ready. The people, they don't decide. Why? Ambazonia. The Camerounese people then, they don't be patient for too long. Now, after Bia don't show them who be Bia, and a new boss don't come in town, they call it Issa Chiroma, a tactician, a sophisticated guy. He don't come in as the new boss of the resistance. Things they don't change. The center of power don't change because the population don't change. Now a different population where they don't be radicalized. So they need to take nonsense and they need to take bullshit. Before we get there, the Camerounese people then, they don't realize and say, Ambazonia don't be very effective for fight phobia and for fight the occupation system. So they say, why not? We don't need for go new school and for go learn new things. All we need for do and for see what these people they don't do, they don't become very effective for fight Cameroon occupation for without using a lot of resources. So we go adopt the most potent, the most powerful weapon, which they call collective resistance, in order for show Pobia who own Cameroon. Now the people they own Cameroon, or now the CPDM cartel they own Cameroon. Now who they get the real power? Now the people of Cameroon, collectively, they get the real power on the CPDM cartel. That's why you see now, they don't adopt the Ambazonian ghost town strategy, where then they call them VMOR. As a collective defiance and collective resistance, as a way to push Pobia out. Make we hear directly from Cameroon. Report we don't come out this morning for this Friday for October number 31 day. Make we hear Equinox, it take we, it give we a tour of how Ghost Town, it already start for La Republique. How La Republique, it don't adopt an Ambazonian strong strategy for start the process of collective defiance and resistance. Make we go for Equinox. And here, waiting the happen for La Republique when it concern this new strategy where they don't adopt them.
Editor for the Sabi say this Friday na some can Friday inside Douala and maybe for other places. Before we come for Douala country, make we take una go from Buda now for West region for Cameroon. Country people them this afternoon we don't turn for side from Buda. Moto on the CM so moto carry speaker. It talk say make people them they turn back, open their binet place them, do their binet normal. So na the take CM for this roundabout from Buda. We'll go there. We notice them and as soon as they notice them, say Okada them, they plenty. people them struggle for do them business, but also continue for waka on top Okada for that side. So from Buddha, una go notice am for the central town, even as we one Okada the day, no be na plenty business place them where they open them business place as well the take talk for inside Buddha. Roads is almost empty. Now West region, we na the take see am so this afternoon. Now wait we I is see am for side so from Buddha, and just for sabi say from Buddha as well tell you now some speaker the tonton for talk say make people then come out for open their business place. Make we hear small thing.
À bien vouloir reprendre service. Les élèves sont également priés de reprendre.
As soon as don't take care, business people, una can do una business in them, school picking them. Wanna turn back for school. Now the thing that way that speaker the talk. As so come up from Buddha. We take una go for Bafang country people them. Bafang for Upper Camp division. Now the road this for Bafang this a morning time. Country people them. As so take siam. Una the notice say for side so for Bafang inside West region. Even one person no open the business place. Okada themselves they know they people there they come for can do business. Them too they only turn up for domot for their business place. They only look. So take siam inside Bafang for West region. We enter for inside Douala just now, and we take una go for different side for Douala. Now for sure now as we afternoon it look like now place them this for Japoma for that side. So for Douala this afternoon country people them will notice them say plenty business people them they no open them business place this very Friday country people them no ask we why they deny for open them business place, but the whole place for around Japumade so takes him a quiet. Even mechanic people themselves they no open their mechanic place. All man a day in for inside the house so the takes him for Douala side here, and so come up for this side one of the petrol station them for side so for Logbaba we'll go there. We notice them too as we their neighbor them for we corner the day now the same quietness. So meet up for inside that total for Logbaba corner people them, and also continue for work for different zone them for inside the same quarter whole day. We continue for meet up now only lock door them we business is them all they don't lock their business place. No man he never open. We never sabi why. Even big market supermarket where it day too for the same zone it day lock this Friday so the taxi now so we take see a section and for size so for Ndokoti. Yes, now Ndokoti this for people that they sabia. So inside Ndokoti for the business place they dey lock, but when you look for downside, you notice I'm say Okada them at least they come out where they cancel, but almost all business man where it is set for the business place for Ndokoti, no one they open. So the take talk so call the people them. One of the things that way the key on the people them just now since Monday. Now the matter say company to where they carry dirty. It they like to them too. They don't take technical break. So they take talk on the people them like for place so for Entrée Nouvelle Route Cité. Now the road is the entrance. Now dirty that way they already flop, and the dirty is the only long they go. So people they come Adam come out. So now some other parties where the people they deliver since as well this problem after results it starts. Now so too dirty too they do abandon them, and as well now take sabi for early morning time will be the camp for a place before show another one. This one now image for size so for Entrée Bill. Yes, Entrée Bill for inside Douala here will be here say for day it even surely show like say motor them they never fit for come out at Douala today for go Yawende, because according to Toriwe enter for inside we here they catch some one Okada man Okada they put fire for day for that side so for Entrée Bill. So for now even Okada people themselves they fear for waka so take here for Entrée Bill for inside Douala here, and Sabisena roads where it link Douala and Yawende. Now for here we almost all motor the way they want go Yawende they must to pass as way now part of the long road, the national roads were number 5 so if you put them the place too Ejo day, and this early morning time will be the calm walk country people them Sabisa will be turned to for some quarter them for Douala, and with the say sote now things them they never overchange. Now around place this way they call them say Dakar for people there they sabi Dakar as soon as take sabi this early morning time will be the can work. We notice I'm say the place it be just quiet. One Okada in the waka for road, but Binet people them they no really open them Binet place for around place where they call them say at Dakar this early afternoon. Calling people them when I go see say even the market it no really they open that way. Dirty too, you know the left people them. So enter for road for Brazzaville. Call the people them so now take see now only dirty for middle road or now people there they work out the food. We meet up and the one of the petrol station this way they be born up. It's also there so they never really do any serious thing for that petrol station. So now the taxi and the petrol station so they the same. They never touch no nothing. So continue for waka inside quarter for road for side so for Brazzaville. Oh, they come up towards Mobile Bonakwa we there for Aqua. We will also meet up with an empty roadway. We will not be meet up the population where they ever used to be for inside Douala here. So now take Sabi on the people them. Douala na Binet capital and when road it they empty so now for the ask question waiting they happen. Now mami water them this where they turn up truck them too for gendarme people them and other uniform motor them where they turn up for corner for another roundabout we'll meet up but that one it no stop wait we'll see them for road one Okada one people there they waka so they around Mobile Bonakwa for Aqua here we'll meet up Okada the way they waka and some Okada the way they turn up where they wait customer them and one of the bank them too for here so now take them the bank it they lock petrol station too it dey lock so takes here now the Friday that for we eye inside Douala here country people them we go come out we go for place where them call them same Bangatu for Mongo division.
All right, so at least this one it give you an idea of where they come for Cameroon, of where they already start for Cameroon, of what did happen for Cameroon. Now the consequences then this of reckless leadership. We don't already tell now 2 days ago. Recklessness. People the foolish. They do things because Atangaji, Ian Pobia, and Clement Atangana. Since they decided for thing for their shiho don't turn at their head. The leaders of Cameroon, their shiho, it don't turn at their own brain. So since they don't carry their head, they put her now inside their own shiho. They go smell their own shit. They go chop their own shit. Make them say they come out, they go clean the dirty for the street, make you see them. Make them come out, they go open the store, they make you see them. Now, imagine Ambazonia with only a population of 9 million. Imagine what will happen for Douala alone when you shut down the economy. Now they sense this. Once you touch place where the money they come out, that government not survive. If the people of Cameroon they follow these actions, Biya go respond. The leader of Cameroon resistance, the man with the thief he votes and thief the election victory, they hope for the salvation of Cameroon. Mr. Esa Chiroma, who did lead this resistance campaign, he don't move a message for address the Cameroonese people then, for officially adopt Ambazonia resistance campaign strategy. They don't officially, Cameroon resistance, they don't adopt Ambazonia resistance campaign strategy. Issa Chiroma, he talks, it be very successful for Ambazonia. Why they not use them? So we not care as long as we not use them for fight the people them way the murder our people then. We like them. We not fight each other. Now the whole game that we not fight each other. Fight the day on. Make we hear Weti Issa Chiroma Bakari, the Ambazonian Resistance Liberation Front Runner, the president-elect of Cameroon, we probably a thief victory. We don't stand for fight, for do drag, jam, boxing, upobia. Make we hear Weti Issa Chiroma, he don't talk. Before they bring me that message, Chiroma don't also move a message where he talks say part of the Cameroon military, it didn't know the military don't be divided into two. No, but we talked last week. Today, Chiroma don't can talk say they say part of the Cameroon military, it don't recognize the government, and part of the Cameroon military, it don't come in for provide security and protection for Issa Chiroma, the Cameroon president-elect. And they don't move it from a house. They don't carry, they go keep it for a safe location. Make we hear Weti Issa Chiroma, a message we talk for announce their ghost town. Make we hear.
My dear compatriot, since the proclamation of falsified result, turn away from the truth of the ballot box by the Constitutional Council, our country has been going through unprecedented tension. The will of the people has been confiscated, the sovereignty of the people trampled upon. But this time, the people have risen, standing tall and strong, dignified and courageous. They said no to the confiscation of power. Across all regions, from the north to south, east to west, Cameroonians express themselves peacefully with the only weapon granted to them by the Constitution, their vote. Yet, this voice was met with the clash of weapons. Live bullet answered the song of freedom. Our parents, our children were cut down in the prime of their lives, and peaceful marches were turned into blind repression with profiling and brutality. Today, the provisional toll is heavy. Arbitrary arrest of political leaders, civil society actors, content creators, and thousands of demonstrators, hundreds of deaths and injuries. Families plunge into mourning, recalling the traumatic episodes of 1984. While the people weep for their martyrs, those responsible for this tragedy shamelessly feast, displaying on social networks their cynicism and contempt for the people. In a viral video, the President of the Constitutional Council himself, in the intoxication of champagne, boasted of having secured the victory of the incumbent president. What a shame for our republic. But those who believe that fear will make us bow are gravely mistaken because a people who have lost fear are a people who are invincible. Cameroonian, this climate of terror orchestrated to make us retreat. We will not give in. I therefore call on you from Monday, November 3, Wednesday, November 5, to observe ghost towns. Let the entire country come to a standstill so that the whole world knows that we are resisting and that we will not yield. Let us keep our shops closed, suspend our activities, remain at home in silence to demonstrate our solidarity and to remind this regime that the strength of an economy is its people, and the people no longer recognize it as their leader. Cameroonian people, the time is no longer for fear or division. Let us remain standing, united, proud, and in solidarity against those who, with Machiavellian cynicism, invoke peace while showing terror and continue to rule through misery and blood. Let us remain calm, yet determined. Let us remain dignified, yet unyielding. I repeat, our victory will never be stolen. I have taken a firm commitment never to betray you, and I will not fail. I will never betray you. I will never abandon you. This is the purpose of the rest of my life. Together, we will win this victory. May God bless Cameroon. Glory and honor to our martyrs, and long live the Republic.
All right. So that one, the official adoption of Ambazonian effective strategy with the Camerounese people, they don't now one step for take them for their own resistance. We welcome them, and the Ambazonian leadership, as the leader don't talk for an audio message, they be open and they be ready for provide technical advice to the Camerounese resistance movement for bring down the Bias regime. Ambazonia Camerounese activists, they feel reach out for we, for educate them, for advise them, and for give them the technical experience, how they feel be effective in their resistance campaign. These events now a significant turning point for the direction where Cameroon they go. Now Paul Biya Chusa, now Tangaji Chusa, the people they get it right for act and for shape the future of their country by making sure the people they don't destroy them for 50 years, they don't get any role for playing for their future. If you don't really destroy, why they get for carry the same future they give you? Now people they be drunk, drug addicts. As when I don't see them, all them, they take drugs. Next, a government supposed to protect your own people then. When that government, it turn now for start for kill your own people then. That government is no longer a government. That government don't become a terrorist organization. When police forces, they go from protecting the people to massacring, slaughtering, killing the people, that police force don't become a terrorist organization. If gendarmes they start to kill people instead of protect them, those gendarmes do not become a terrorist organization. If a military of a country who is supposed to protect the people and for get rid of corruption and for clean the system of internal havoc, when they start to kill their own civilians, whether they protest for their legitimate rights, that military, it don't become a terrorist organization. The people of Cameroon, make una know say, as una don't start this resistance, the Bias regime, it been notoriously known for its violence. They will use the military against una. They will use una gendarmes, una police, una bees against una. Una remember what you wanna fight for. So we wanna prepare ourselves for what we do already discuss. We wanna prepare ourselves. Now Bia want them, Bia go get what you want them. And the people of Cameroon, they must be ready as they don't start for continue for go one day to the next, one day to the next, one day to the next, until we are free in our country. We need to fight each other. We need to fight na CPDM cartel and the CPDM institutions where they don't take them for take our country hostage. We must know the enemy. We must identify the enemy. And we focus on the enemy where thief in an election, where they keep on a hostage. We'll talk about tomorrow. There's a lot we talk about today, but we do not get much time. Okay? So tomorrow we go come back for continue the education. All the Camerounese activists, one number there for our social media handles them. When I feel message you for Facebook, message you for Insta, for YouTube. When I get in contact if we need any technical advice. The Ambazonia Governing Council be available for provide technical assistance as the leader don't talk. The Ambazonia Governing Council will be available for help resistance group for Cameroon where they fight Mr. Bia for bring this government down. When I be responsible for perpetrate massacre, genocide, and the destruction of the Ambazonian people then. So it be to the best interest of the Ambazonian people then for help and provide technical expertise and advice to Cameroon resistance movement for them for bring down the occupier with the destroy our own people then. Our messages for today, all man a place day.
Madame, hein, touche-moi la dame qui a le pantalon noirci. Dis-lui de se retourner. Retournez-vous, madame. Retournez-vous. Retournez-vous.
Montrez vos visages.
Retournez-vous ici.
On va aussi envoyer un humain qui va voir vos visages.
Retournez-vous ici. C'est ce que ça nous dit.
Je passais moi seulement.
Oh, regarde ici. Allez la main là, sinon
je passais seulement. Je passais seulement. Je n'étais pas voilà.
On t'a arrêté à l'intérieur.
Non, j'étais là. Je passais, je fuyais parce qu'on ne pouvait pas sortir par ici. Je ne suis pas entrée.
Voilà l'autre là. Oh, les femmes là. Voilà l'autre. Oh,
je ne suis pas entrée dedans.
Voilà l'autre là.
Je passais moi seulement.
Vous pillez les magasins, vous venez voler le riz. Vous pillez les magasins.
Alors justement, quelques tirs de sommation viennent juste de dégager les manifestants ici à la place des fêtes de Berthois. Comme vous pouvez le constater, des feux ont été allumés.
Ne visez pas! Le peuple est fâché. Le peuple est fâché. Le peuple fait tomber le dictateur. Personne n'aime celui-ci. Paul Biya, quand toi tu vois ça, est-ce que tu es content? Quand tu vois ça, Paul Biya, est-ce que tu es content? Tu veux diriger les gens qui ne t'aiment pas, pourquoi? Hein? Tu veux diriger les gens qui ne t'aiment pas, pourquoi? Pourquoi tu insistes? Pourquoi? Pourquoi tu insistes? 43 ans, ça ne suffit pas. 43 ans, ça ne suffit pas. Pourquoi pousser à 50 ans? Pourquoi? On a mal. On fait ça pas parce qu'on veut. Nous, on t'a aimé par le passé. Parce qu'on avait cru en toi, Paul Biya. On n'aime pas ce qu'on fait là. Mais là, c'est trop triste. Le peuple est révolté. Le peuple est révolté. Le peuple est révolté. Le peuple est révolté. Le peuple est révolté du côté de Missoké. Ah ça. Le peuple est révolté. Après ces élections, après la promo... Regardez, c'est le jet de pierre de pastèque. C'est le pastèque. On lance le pastèque. Ce pauvre commerçant qui a subi tout ça à cause de qui? À cause de lui. À cause de lui. Faute de cailloux, ils ont baissé tous les pastèques. Ouais. Ils déchirent la photo du dictateur.
C'est bon, papa. C'est bon, laissez quel reste.
Je suis content que vous vous réjouissiez à la fois du travail fait par votre père et la victoire de votre candidat.
On t'a pas voté, mon frère. On t'a pas voté, le père. On t'a pas voté, grand-père. On t'a pas voté en 5 jeux. Libère ce pays. Libère ce pays.
Je suis chez moi, je ne bougerai pas. S'ils ont l'intention de venir me prendre chez moi, je ne bougerai pas. Je suis Chiroma. S'ils ne savent pas ce que c'est qu'être Chiroma, je suis Chiroma. Je suis chez moi, je ne bougerai pas. S'ils ont l'intention de venir me prendre chez moi, je ne bougerai pas. Je suis Chiroma. S'ils ne savent pas ce que c'est qu'être Chiroma, je suis Chiroma. Je suis chez moi. My dear compatriot, since the proclamation of falsified result, turn away from the truth of the ballot box by the Constitutional Council, our country has been going through unprecedented tension. The will of the people has been confiscated, the sovereignty of the people trampled upon. But this time, the people have risen, standing tall and strong, dignified and courageous. They said no to the confiscation of power. Across all regions, from the north to south, east to west, Cameroonians express themselves peacefully with the only weapon granted to them by the Constitution, their vote. Yet, this voice was met with the clash of weapons. Live bullet answered the song of freedom. Our parents, our children were cut down in the prime of their lives, and peaceful marches were turned into blind repression with profiling and brutality. Today, the provisional toll is heavy. Arbitrary arrest of political leaders, civil society actors, content creators, and thousands of demonstrators, hundreds of deaths and injuries. Families plunge into mourning, recalling the traumatic episodes of 1984. While the people weep for their martyrs, those responsible for this tragedy shamelessly feast, displaying on social networks their cynicism and contempt for the people. In a viral video, the President of the Constitutional Council himself, in the intoxication of champagne, boasted of having secured the victory of the incumbent president. What a shame for our republic. But those who believe that fear will make us bow are gravely mistaken, because a people who have lost fear are a people who are invincible. Cameroonian, this climate of terror orchestrated to make us retreat. We will not give in. I therefore call on you from Monday, November 3, Wednesday, November 5, to observe ghost towns. Let the entire country come to a standstill so that the whole world knows that we are resisting and that we will not yield. Let us keep our shops closed, suspend our activities, remain at home in silence to demonstrate our solidarity and to remind this regime that the strength of an economy is its people, and the people no longer recognize it as their leader. Cameroonian people, the time is no longer for fear or division. Let us remain standing, united, proud, and in solidarity against those who, with Machiavellian cynicism, invoke peace while showing terror and continue to rule through misery and blood. Let us remain calm, yet determined. Let us remain dignified, yet unyielding. I repeat, our victory will never be stolen. I have taken a firm commitment never to betray you, and I will not fail. I will never betray you. I will never abandon you. This is the purpose of the rest of my life. Together, we will win this victory. May God bless Cameroon. Glory and honor to our martyrs, and long live the Republic.
Qui signifie que laissez-nous au pouvoir si vous voulez la paix. Parce que si vous gagnez, vous aurez la guerre. Monsieur, je n'ai pas peur de la guerre. Il s'agit de libérer le Cameroun de M. Biya. Il s'agit de libérer le Cameroun de tout son système, de M. Biya et de son staff. Parce qu'il creuse notre tombe. On ne peut pas continuer comme ça. Maintenant, il utilise des moyens déloyaux sur le terrain. Et qui font que j'ai une mine fronceuse. Je ne préserve pas la paix, monsieur. Le type qui préserve la paix, c'est celui qui organise les élections. Moi, vous ne pouvez pas mettre l'incendie et m'appeler. Je n'éteins pas le feu. Ok? Je n'éteins pas le feu. Et moi, si on me vole ma victoire, croyez-moi, je serai avec ces populations-là pour la réclamer. Je n'éteins pas d'incendie. Vous comprenez? Je ne suis pas le pompier de M. Biya. S'il met le feu, eh bien, on va se réchauffer, tout le monde. Je veux être à la tête de ce pays pour évidemment éviter, n'est-ce pas, ces genres d'escalade où les gens allument l'incendie et prennent la paix. Parce que moi, j'entends ce discours-là. Je ne me reconnais pas dans ce discours-là. Dans ce discours, on veut la paix, qui signifie que si vous gagnez, vous aurez la guerre. Qui signifie que laissez-nous au pouvoir si vous voulez la paix. Parce que si vous gagnez, vous aurez la guerre. Monsieur, je n'ai pas peur de la guerre. Il s'agit de libérer le Cameroun de M. Biya. Il s'agit de libérer le Cameroun de tout son système, de M. Biya et de son staff. Parce qu'il creuse notre tombe. On ne peut pas continuer comme ça. Maintenant, il utilise des moyens déloyaux sur le terrain. Et qui font que j'ai une mine fronceuse.
On souffre comme ça là, pourquoi? Alors que nous sommes